Armies of Legion fall. Meet Archmage Khadgar at Crassus Landing in Dalaran. Now, I assume you've probably just logged into a Legion for the first time in a while, potentially, or even on the patch week. Now, the first thing you're going to be prompted with is this Armies of Legion fall. As you've probably already guessed, we need to make our way to Archmage Khadgar, who obviously is in Crassus Landing. Bit of a pointless monologue here. We'll walk along. All the heroes from various factions and also various heroes from the Broken Isles are standing around because we are going to make our assault on the Broken Shore. Obviously, all you simply need to do is speak to Archmage Khadgar. Now, I'm actually going to do the next part of this quest as well, which is Assault on the Broken Shore. So, as you can imagine, we need to assault the Broken Shore. I'm going to start that by speaking to Khadgar, enjoying this little full motion video.
Your victory at the Nighthold has granted us the key to ending this war. With the pillars of creation assembled, we finally have the power to cut the demons off from our world. Gul'dan failed, and so shall the Legion. Gul'dan was merely their pawn. Until victory is assured, we must remain vigilant. For the Legion's true masters have yet to reveal themselves. Among them, the monster who hunted my people across the stars. Kill Jaden. The day I took the fell fire into my veins, I saw my destiny. A grand crusade that would reach the ends of creation. That was the vision you showed me. Our crusade will prevail. Everything we have done has been by your design. And all we have to show for it is failure. Perhaps you lost sight of our destiny. Perhaps I overestimated your resolve. I paid for that destiny with my world. The time has come to see it done. Burn it to ash.
So as you've seen, Kill Jaden is back. Oh no, we need to defeat him once again. Sargeras doesn't seem too happy with Kill Jaden. What a surprise, he's never happy really. But first things first, we now have to encounter a small little scenario. And when I say small, it is not small, it's about 7 fucking stages long. Now, there's some things about the scenario that you need to be aware of. I did record this back in the PTR, but for some reason the video did not upload properly, so I'm actually recording this on the live server. I didn't realise until about last night when the patch was released that I didn't actually have this video, so doing it on the day of release. Right, so the first thing that we're going to do is obviously reach the Broken Shore. Once we've reached the Broken Shore, which I believe we land on the very eastern side of the island along the beach, we need to basically do a small little progression quest where we need to kill various members of the Legion. Once we've done this, we then need to make our way to Deliverance Point. On the way to Deliverance Point, this is I think stage 3, we will encounter our first little boss. Now here's a tip, wait for the NPCs to catch up with you. If you just run straight ahead, if you're not that well geared, you're going to have a hard time trying to solo this guy. He's pretty hefty and it will hurt. Right, so you have a lot of various NPCs helping you on the beach as well during the scenario. So I'd say try and pull a fair amount. obviously, depending on your gear, obviously if you're playing as a tank, just try and pull a whole lot. Because it does actually take a little while to get through all these NPCs. As you can see, they're giving about 3% each, which is not bad, but obviously there should be faster ways to do this. If you're wondering why they're all unknown, I think the server is experiencing a fair amount of lag. Obviously, this is released there. You're kind of always going to have problems with this. I reported a few bugs on the PTR, which I can imagine I will see on the live servers anyway, such as the bugged out flight path in one of the assaults. I think it was Valshara. I did report the bug, so I hope Blizzard will actually fix it. Now, you don't have to kill too much in these little focused areas because you actually have the full span of the beach to travel along. So I'm just trying to get through it as fast as possible because this is a bit of a pain in the ass, this bit. I was actually saying that the stage 4 and 5 are pretty terrible as well. And I can experience while recording this video I might have quite a bit of lag. I need 4%, that should be 2 mobs, or 1 if I'm really lucky. 99. Typical. Absolutely typical. Well, I'm going to be nice and just kill all these, because I reckon I can kill them all quite fast.
With such unity. Head up the hill to the west with the other forces.
Right, you need to kind of... I'm going to have to kill this guy. These NPCs are going to take forever. While you're kind of moving with the group of NPCs, try and clear the path as best as possible because they will keep stopping. You can run ahead. You can try and solo this thing if you want. I'm just going to show you what you need to do with the NPCs if you're not that good geared. I know I can solo this guy because I've sold him probably 3 times. Twice on Warriors and once on my Demon Hunter. Also, if you're playing like a protection character of some sort, trust me, you will solo this guy. He's not the hardest in the world, and I think just as prot, you're just always going to be able to out-heal him. Again, with these, if you've not really got the gear, don't pull too much. I'm 886 in this gear. I think my current gear set, I can probably stretch out to maybe 890. I'm not really a raider or anything, so I don't have the world's best gear, but I can do a sufficient amount of damage anyway. When I say sufficient, I don't mean like, you know, Gul'dan mythic level sort of sufficient. I mean barely Gul'dan looking for raid level is sufficient. Right, so we need to kill Lord Kalgorth. Or Kalgarath. I've never been great at pronouncing names in World of Warcraft. In all fairness, I'm just terrible at pronouncing anything in anything, so... Right, so this is our guy here. He's got 27 million health. Obviously not the highest, but it should be enough to cause us a bit of trouble. So let's burn his ass down. Killed them with relative ease. Now we're making our way up to what is known as Deliverance Point. Deliverance Point has some significance in the Broken Shore, as you will find out after completing this quest. It is basically the hub of the resistance against the whatever the hell they're called, the Legion. Couldn't even remember what the hell they were called then. Now, we simply need to make our way sort of down to sort of the central point of the Broken Shore. Once again, we have a little bit of a progression thing where we need to kill various mobs and obviously interact with various creatures and so forth to actually gain some progression. Now, there is a path down here, which obviously we're getting some reinforcements as we go. I don't believe these actually contribute towards this progression. I just think they actually help if you actually want the NPCs to help you. Oh wait, they do. There we go. Obviously, the more you pull and sort of like have NPCs with you, the faster you're just generally going to get stuff down. So if you leave a big pack of NPCs killing something, you're not going to kill it as fast and so forth. Especially when we got the high-end sort of heroes like Prophet Val in here. It's going to help his ass out. And also, it even helps if you just tag them and let them kill them. Ah, sorry, I forgot to also mention we need to shut down 3 of the Legion portals as well. Again, simple enough. Try and avoid those big guys, they're a pain in the ass to kill. So here's one of the 3 portals. Now if you do have anything to help you with these, certainly use it. I think I've got a couple of little usables somewhere. Obviously not the... What the hell is it? Oh, I've only got Flame of Rejuvenation. I thought I had something better. Oh well. It's probably worth a while cracking on like some fighter chat or something for this. How the hell have I only just got that? Interesting. Remember, avoid big dudes. Big dudes have a lot of health. Right, so we got the portals. Now it's probably worthwhile joining the rest of your resistance. Ah, shit. Now, once we've completed this, we should have a big fellow appear. Not him. Here he is. Dread Commander Argonath. Now, Argonath has 110 million health. You really want to utilize the NPCs for this. Try and avoid pulling the big fellow. I'm going to wait until my cooldowns are off, and then I'm going to hit him with everything. Now, try and avoid Fell Crack as best you. Try and stay out of the range of the Summoned Infernal, or the Fellblaze Infernals and their stupid fire thing, because again, that hurts a fair amount. You certainly can't interrupt Fellcrack, so don't even try. Right, so after we've defeated the Dread Commander Argonath, we will then go ahead and make our way up to one of the Legion ships, which is up here. Right, so let's make our way to the gateway at the rear here, and make our way up to this Legion ship. Now, there is only 2 steps left, I think. One stage is to basically plant a load of bombs. Another stage is to kill a final dude, and that is basically this whole quest line complete. Now you have access to the Broken Isles. I'm not cutting the video short here. I will show the quest and the whole scenario through to the end. I'm just highlighting what's left.
Took your world from you, Knights. I would not be so arrogant if I were you. Silence!
I think there is 3 bombs on the lower deck, and no, I think it's maybe 4 bombs on the lower deck and 2 on the upper deck. We'll find out. There's one there, 1 in here, and I believe there's 1 in that room there. Yeah, there is. So 3 lower, 2 upper. I have no idea what I just said. I think I said like 4 lower, 4 upper. Let's make some extra bombs for the quests. Right, so let's get this 3rd bomb down, and then make our way to the upper portion of the ship. Now I believe the other 2 are in the centre, if I am correct. Then once we've planted the bombs, a guy will spawn in the centre of the room. We need to wreck him. I don't really think you need cooldowns for him. I think you can, to be honest, subvert the use of cooldowns. But obviously if you just want to burn this down a slight bit faster, just use your cooldowns. Right, let's get up for full health. Now, our boy should be appearing now. Screw it, cooldowns. You really do not have to burn that much health down on him. He dies surprisingly quickly. You don't actually kill him because he's the first boss in the I can't even remember the new instance name. Something to do with a something.
Get ready, champion. I'm pulling you out and detonating the bombs.
Right, so now that is clear, we now have full access to the world quests on the Broken Shore, as well as now full access to the NPCs and all the various bits and pieces of the Broken Shore itself, including the assault on the Broken Isles. Now I hope you found this somewhat useful, and if so, I'll catch you next time.